turn that volume up. Okay. Welcome to my channel. My name is Katt. This is Pure Premonitions, and let's get started with a tarot card reading tonight. I've already got my tea ready. I decided to go with my favorite. It's called a London Fog, but it is hot right now. So, what's on your mind? What's been going on? How's life been? My life has been chilling. Like, I've been coasting on my end of it, my frequency, but the external forces around me, like at work, have been wild. So maybe you guys are feeling it too. I know there's a retrograde happening soon. The start is already showing itself. But our energy's high, right? We're vibing, so it's not going to affect us. Ooh. Already having cards fall. You guys. Okay. 2 fell. Ooh. We've got the 5 of Cups in reverse. And then we also have the 4 of Pentacles upright. So let's just hold that off to the side. Those are going to be our... We've got one more. Ooh, and it's the Ace of Pentacles. It didn't show itself upright, but let's just see how that comes to play. I don't know, sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, the universe gives us signs. And if they flew out at me, that means something. Okay, those will be our first 3, so I'll pull 6 tonight. Shuffle it one more time. I don't even know where I was at with shuffling, but woo! Those almost flew out at me again. Let's see. Knight of Cups. Good, got some creative energy going on here. The Fool, new beginnings. All right, damn, tonight's gonna be a longer reading because this one came out at me too. 7 of Wands, and then the Moon in reverse. So give me a second here. Okay, this is the energy I'm feeling. Since these first 2 flew out at me, well, 3 flew out at me, but 2 of them only were upright, that's giving me time more than what's going on mentally, physically, emotionally for us. So I'm going to go with, in your recent past, we've been having to accept some difficult things, maybe moving on, finding internal peace, dealing with personal setbacks, and forgiving yourself, forgiving others. Depicted here, it's this guy. He's got his head down. He's cloaked, so he's masking his emotions. He's feeling sorry and sorrowful. There's 3 cups in front of him, the cups that he's looking at down on the floor, and they're tipped over. Cups are emotions for me. So you had a lot of emotions going on, and then all of a sudden those 3 cups are tipped over and you're just feeling at a loss. Like, emotionally, you don't know what's going on, where to turn to. There is a river in front of you and it's steady flowing, but you have to cross that emotional river in order to get to the other side where there's a building. What he doesn't see behind him is 2 cups full. So there's still a lot of positive emotions that, for me, these lessons of life are giving him, right? He doesn't yet see it, but that sorrowful stuff, the personal setbacks and having to deal with acceptance and finding peace through that is ultimately a really positive thing. And he doesn't see that there's going to be good stuff coming right behind him. So yeah, there's some instability going on. You're over-exaggerating your feelings, over-exerting yourself, dealing with these changes and strifes, but there is freedom within this loss. He just doesn't yet know it. So it's definitely giving me past. Then we have the Four of Pentacles. So Pentacles could deal with money or the lack thereof, but since it's upright, it tells me that you're saving. He's holding on to it tightly, right? One of his pentacles in the center of his chest. He's also stepping on the other two. And then there's one in his mind. So this person's been dealing with a lot of stress surrounding with money. It's the only thing that he's trying to focus on mentally. He's gripping onto it tight. So it's telling me that you're not making too much money right now. And he's also stepping on some coins. So he's really trying to penny pinch, what is it called? Penny pinch. Pinch the pennies. He's trying to save all of his money that he can, right? Tongue-tied. Yeah, saving money, dealing with your securities, setting yourself up for future financial abundance, but you can't yet see it. You're conserving, but you are dealing with scarcity. There's some control, and you might be a little frugal right now. But you are building foundations. That's what stepping on those coins represents to me, that he's stacking them up, right? That's the bottom layer. He's building that foundation. There is progress towards this stability and building his power, building his financial wealth. Or her. You know, I'm just saying. It's a guy. It's a king in the picture. And he's got a city behind him. He's wearing a crown. He's cloaked. He's wearing good clothing. Like, he's taken care of. That's telling me that he comes from... It doesn't necessarily mean he comes from wealth, but he's got good support behind him. It's telling me you got a job. It's just not a great one right now. It's represented by Earth sign, Capricorn. The previous one was a water sign, Scorpios, Pisces, any of the water. So yeah, that's giving me present moment. You're dealing with just saving money, conserving yourself, and some scarcity, but it's good. You're building that foundation. In the future position, we have the Ace of Pentacles. There's a hand being offered from the heavens, in the sky, in the clouds, presenting you with this abundance. So it's letting me know that you are on the right path, right? There's a garden pathway and an arch with abundance flowing through it. So there's blossoms on this shrubbery and growth within the garden. You're on the right path towards this, and there's mountain ranges in the back. So you're making that steady progress, just like the last card stated. You're manifesting your worth. There's a lot more opportunities coming through. A new career, possibly. Financial opportunities and different ventures. You've got prosperity ahead. You're pioneering. You're leading. There's a lot of alpha energy here. Dominance. You're ambitious. Earth energy, so you're grounding through this ambition. Originality. The universe is saying yes. So just by being yourself, steady on this path, you're reaching those manifestations towards abundance. It's really good energy. All right. So what else came out for us? This is now giving me mind, body, soul, and clarifying card. So mentally, we've got the Knight of Cups. Upright, you're a very creative person. You're romantic. You've got some charm to you. You've got some imagination. You guys are beautiful. Female, male, doesn't matter. You've got a beautiful heart. It's a knight in shining armor. He's on his steed. He's got a cup full. So emotionally, you know, you've got something to offer. His steed has 1 foot forward, which means you are on this path ahead, like you're making progress forward, but you are at a standstill because there is emotional waters right in front of you. So that's letting me, you got to follow your heart. Yeah, there's this Prince Charming. There's a proposal coming. So it's just telling me that you got to follow your heart. And even though there's these emotional waterways in front of you, they seem very low. Like the steed could easily get past them. You can overcome these emotions and get through that. And yeah, he's definitely coming through with some kind of offer. Or she, if it's a masculine energy coming through for the feminine. But it is a masculine energy. There's wings on his armor too, and his helmet. So mentally, again, it's just telling me mentally, you've got this divine guidance giving you clearance to move forward. Represented by air and water. Libras, Scorpios. Yeah, knights are messengers. So there's some kind of message coming through correlated to this romantic charm. Some kind of proposal. Doesn't necessarily mean he's proposing, but he's proposing something emotionally for you. I like it. It's letting me know for the knight, though, who's ever in this card position, to follow your heart. Those emotions ahead that might seem a little scary, treacherous, you're going to be able to get through that just fine. All right, physically, we have the Fool, ruled by Uranus. It's an air sign. There's unlimited possibilities here. So the Fool is on a journey. There's something new, good energy, positive energy. He's got a rose in hand and it's blooming. He's got a light knapsack on his back. So he's traveling light. He doesn't exactly know where he's going, but he doesn't need to know. He's just trusting the universe. There's a happy dog following him. It's a white dog. Maybe you have a white dog. Somebody has a white dog. He's on a cliffside. And he doesn't yet see it because he's looking forward instead of down. But he's on the edge of the cliff. So, you know, with this Fool energy, new beginnings, new possibilities, there's innocence here. It's just letting me know that, you know, you're not super mindful. Maybe there's not much planning. It's a very spontaneous energy. But you're optimistic. There's trust in life, in the universe. You just got this blind faith. Adventures, opportunities ahead, a lot of pleasure. Where are you going? You traveling? It's letting me know that there's sunny days. Like literally the sun is shining bright. There's also a mountainscape in the back. So for any future reference, this journey is really positive. You're climbing that mountain and you don't have to know exactly where you're going. It's somewhere good. All right, spiritually, in the soul, what are we feeling? Leo energy, fire signs. We've got 7 of Wands. It is reversed. So you're feeling a little bit exhausted. The soul is giving up a lot to get here, to this point. You might feel a little lacking in your confidence, just feeling overwhelmed, overly protective of your heart and your life, of everything you've gone through. So yeah, you've faced some challenges, some competition, but it is a reminder that you're always protected. He's kind of fending off these invisible challenges with one wand, but all of these other wands are around him. It's a card of perseverance. So you might feel like you're lacking this maintenance of control in your life, and you're possibly on the defensive side. Like his face is slightly not aggressive, but again, just warding off any of these challenges rather than dealing with them in a more positive, lighter manner. He's choosing to go full force and like battle with his staff, his wand. So I think this is just a sign from the universe that since it's in reverse, that you still have the confidence, you are protected, you have the staff, like you have a weapon, but you don't really need to use it, right? So just like give in to that trust of the universe, what you're feeling physically, right, with the Fool, and allow the soul to kind of calm down and trust that same physical sense of knowing that everything's going to be okay. Because sometimes our head and our soul just have a mind of their own, and they're very worrisome, and they're protective, right? They've done a lot of work to get to this point in this healing journey called life. So I understand why he's overwhelmed or being overly protective, but you don't need to be. So just lay down your wands and come at it with a different approach. For the clarifying card, so this is just like overall look at everything. We do have the moon. It is in reverse. It's a water sign, Pisces. Release your fear. Like trust in the moonlight. You're being guided. You are repressing some emotions. There's some internal confusion. You're misinterpreting situations and allowing that darkness to kind of overshadow the fact that the moon is lighting your path. Yeah, I'm just feeling some insecurities coming up here. It's ruled by the number 18, so that might mean something for you. Or 8 plus 1 is 9, so it's a completion number. It's letting me know that this path forward it's here, it's now, it's completed. So you've already gone through the tough stuff. So like lay your anxieties down, lay your fears down. Trust in your intuition. There's 2 dogs here, they're howling at the moon. And there's also a lobster, maybe something correlates to your life. And that lobster finds himself in a small bank of water, and he has to cross land past these 2 dogs to get to the ocean. So again, it's just like this path and trusting the universe on this path. And yeah, there might be some scary things along the way, creating this fear, insecurities, but the path is lit for you. The moon is looking down and you are protected. And there's stability on the other side. There's 2 buildings on the other side overlooking the ocean, like 2 outlooks overhead. So you've got guidance. You have that protective barrier. There is a foundation. It just is a little scary to get past this emotional waterway and trench through some stuff, past these scary things that really ultimately aren't that scary, because dogs don't eat lobsters, so you're good. All right, that was a pretty good reading for tarot. Let's see if my tea's pretty cooled down. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's good. Okay, so we'll do our angel numbers and the oracle cards after. Let me pull this over here. I love this music in the background. I hope you're vibing with it too, because I love music and I love dancing. So if you love music and you love dancing, welcome to my channel, because I decided I'm having music on in the background, and hopefully they don't get me with some copyright bullshit. But fingers crossed. I'll just have to make my own music then. I'm not a singer, but I've learned a lot of things in this lifetime. I wouldn't be opposed to it. So I've already made this tea. It's organic. It's Earl Grey with some vanilla extract. I also use coconut sugar with vanilla extract and coconut cashew milk. Also organic, because I'm bougie. Can't help it. You should be bougie with your body too. Okay, guys. Cheers. So good. Ask your questions. What do you need to know? Let's get some more clarifying answers on the cards. And do you guys prefer the tea before the cards or the cards after the tea? Because I've been switching it up and just kind of seeing how I want to go about this. I think either or, the energy is always going to be there for us to interpret. But I think the cards prior do give me a little bit more in depth of what kind of situation we're discussing, whether it be financial, love. We'll see. I really hope that my mic is good because I didn't check it. But like the light's on, so that should mean it's good, right? Fingers crossed. If not, I'm still posting it with regular audio, so enjoy. London fog is my favorite. Absolute favorite. Before I even traveled to London. Absolute favorite tea. It's just so warm and inviting. And the milk just makes it so creamy and luscious. So yummy. Instill your energy. What do you want to know? I'm gonna need a bigger mug because I want more tea. Even though I have tea every day of my life, I want more. I think I really am meant to like live over there in the UK. Tea is just so common. Unlike here in America, everyone drinks coffee here in America. And I'm not a coffee drinker. I used to be working retail, long hours, late nights, but it just made me feel so strung out. I really like the grounding essence that I get from tea, no matter what kind of tea, even if it's like a zesty, caffeinated tea. I feel more at ease. I never feel shaky or, I can't lie. If it's a super caffeinated tea, I'm on edge. I don't know if I can use certain words, but it feels like I was chewing on a cocaine leaf or something. I don't do that no more. It's been a long time, like 15 years. But it just makes me feel too wired. So that's why I love tea. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Don't do drugs, kids. I'm feeling hype right now. And this is not even caffeinated. This is a non-caffeinated Earl Grey, FYI. I just prefer decaf better. Okay. I'm gonna add some more leaves. Last opportunity. Ask those questions. Oh yeah, look at it. We've got a lot of tea tonight. I added a little bit too many leaves. But that's okay. We're going to see where they all congregated. All right. Wow. Okay. Give me a moment. Let's go in chronological order here since we don't have too many leaves at the rim. Hold on, I don't want to get any of my cards wet. All right, well, good thing is, ladies, there's not much, nearly nothing underneath the fig, so we're not too worried about being fertile right now. That's great, right? There are some leaves trailing down into the end of the month where you have to be a little bit mindful of some fertility, or just fertile with ideas, fertile with new things happening in your life. But not too many worries there. Okay. As of right now, okay. Right now, we do have a little snake energy. So somebody in your friend groups, not so much being a friend. Maybe it's jealousy issues. Maybe they're just being a little deceitful. Just be mindful. Then there is a pause for like a week. You're not feeling that energy. But then in the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're feeling that energy heavy again. So something's going on with successes in your life to where they're feeling a little spicy against you. Not too nice, you guys. But at the end of the month, that energy clears. So that's the good news. It probably has something to do with the torch showing up. So we have a little bit of energy on the rim with the torch. So there's some dedication here, some progress, right? The torch is lit. You've got the flame burning. We are starting something. You've ignited something within yourself. And others are starting to see that energy, right? They feel it. For the next week, though, you're not seeing much progress physically. But then you're going to feel heavy progress after the week is done into the next 2 weeks. But the end of the month, again, it slows down with progress. So something's going to come up either in your career realm or your relationship realm in the next 2 weeks to where you're seeing that progress physically show up in your life. But then it slows down again in the new month. That doesn't mean that it won't continue. It just means it's the ebb and flow of life, right? It's also correlated with this mountain range. Again, I know it's correlated because they're all blending into each side of the signs. So the mountain ranges stand for success concerning your career. And I think that's ironic because talking about pentacles and the career, and we had multiple mountain ranges in the card reading, you're slowly making that progress. Again, you're not seeing anything right now for the next week, but the second and third week following, you've got heavy progress visibly showing up in your life. So you're going to be putting yourself out there, and people are going to be recognizing it then, like, wow, look at that person go. Look at them go. They're climbing that mountain. Hell yeah. Okay. You're in a separation right now. There's nothing for the next week or two, but then it's heavy. Yeah, then it's heavy all the way until the end of the month. So whoever you were separated from, maybe it's separated from seeing that financial success. You're not making too much money right now, but you're going to start coming into that money towards the end of the month. Or it might be a lover or a family member or friend that you care for deeply. And I know that because that also flows into the moon, the full moon phase. So yeah, we've got heavy congregation of leaves flowing in towards the end of the month. So that separation, you're feeling that separation. There's nothing, no leaves until 2 weeks from now. And the end of the month, they're here, baby. Which is cool. I like it. I like this collective reading. Okay, so yeah. The moon representing some passion and some love. Some kind of love affair going on. There's like nothing right now in that realm. So you're feeling very stagnant. Like maybe you haven't met the person yet, or there's just been no communication as far as up until right this moment. But within a week's time, and from that week all the way until the end of the month, there's heavy communication. Like heavy. It also stems into the love letter, which the love letter, I just call it a love letter. It's just a letter, but it has a heart on it. So it could represent feelings of love, like a message coming through about love, or a message concerning finances. Again, for the next full week to 2 weeks, you're not, no, I'd say a week. 1 week, you're not, like this week, you haven't barely had any communication. There's been no messages of love, no messages of financial gain. But in the weeks following the end of the month, it's heavy. So the communication is coming in. You're going to get some kind of message about something. Okay, these talks do have to deal with some kind of challenge or difference of opinion, since we've got the hand here. This week, there's nothing on that conversation, but the next few weeks until the end of the month, you are dealing with these tougher conversations. But these conversations need to be had so you can lay everything out on the table, see how each person's been feeling, and cut through that stagnancy, get rid of the dense energy. And I find it really cool that there's no leaves at the bottom right before we get to the base of the mug, which represents the end of the month. So that's showing me that you're overcoming these challenges. You're overcoming the difference of opinion. And those talks were really good. And same thing, there's like very little communication dealing with those differences of opinion within the messaging. So yeah, the communication continues. There are still leaves underneath the messages, but nothing under the hand for the end of the month, very end of the month. So you overcome whatever it is, which is really great. And I know that that's correlated to love because it's the same thing underneath the heart, which the leaves come up closer to the heart. So you have been in communication this week, but it's been very little. And then it's sprinkled all the way down, trailing all the way down to the end of the month. Yeah, you're feeling this heartfelt affect. Like you're not feeling any heartfelt affections, no feelings of romantic love right now. But in a week's time, up until the next 3 weeks, you're feeling love again. And then towards, there's a little cutoff, like right before the end of the month, and kind of goes quiet again a little bit. Maybe it's just those fears coming in once again, where you were at that point, where was it? With the Fool. Oh no, excuse me. The Knight of Cups. His steed is like right there at the base of the water. And he's kind of hesitant because he's like, shit, I have to deal with all of these emotions and these challenges, this difference of opinion and having these tough conversations. But it's going to be super easy to overcome these conversations. And once you make it past the water, which is the same for the Fool and the Moon, and in the Five of Cups. So we had the water there in front of you. So it's like this stagnancy. You've stopped yourself with this communication every time, right before you have to have these tough emotional conversations. But each time it's going to be simple, quite easy. Like once you get past that, you're like, wow, I should have just done this sooner, right? Is the energy I'm feeling. So yeah, I think that just clears, that energy clears at the end of the month, which is good. And you're still in communication because there's like some leaves, but the energy of the leaves has cleared almost completely. So you're feeling this love and affection, and any challenges prior are resolved. There's the Fan. Nothing's happening right now, so you haven't been at any social gatherings this week. But within the next few weeks, you're getting yourself out there more so. And then it's heavy congregated at the end of the month too. So I feel like maybe you're in preparation towards some kind of big event. And then once you finally get there, that stems over into the love and into the heart range too. So I feel like you're going to experience this gathering with your lover, which is super fun and exciting. We've got the Heart Key, so new starts, a new beginning, new projects underway, new ventures. It definitely has to do with love and career. I feel like we're reading both here for the collective. A lot of just a lot of positive energy surrounded by romance and financial gain, even though you're not seeing it right now. Like right now, for the full next week, you're not seeing any progress of this new project, but then it starts to trail, lightly for the next week, and then the following week it gets heavy and dense. So you're starting to really physically see this new beginning happening with these new ventures. All right. So for the next 2 weeks, I don't see anything under the Church. So maybe you've lost your faith a little bit here. That's what that's letting me recognize. That even though we are always spiritually in tune and connected to source energy, you've just lost the faith a little bit. You haven't been feeling super connected, or even if you're getting these spiritual downloads, it's not hitting you the same as it previously would have. On a physical sense, you might physically attend a wedding or a funeral, or just attend whatever church or synagogue gatherings or temple gatherings closer to the end of the month in comparison to right now. Because right now nothing's happening, but we do have some heavy leaves for the next 3 weeks. And that does die off a little bit towards the end of the month. So the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're falling back into that spiritual awakening, and that faith is coming back at the end of the month. I think the energy clears slightly. It doesn't mean that it's leaving, because the leaves are still there, but I think you're just more in your knowing. Like you have clarity then of why you had to go through this separation of clarity and lose that faith a little bit right now and for the next week or two. Same thing with the Apple position. So there's nothing for the next 2 weeks. Like right now, it's been kind of difficult for you to have that desire and drive to better yourself, even though you know you need it. It's there, but it hasn't been as progressive as it once was. Maybe you know you need to go work out or get yourself to the gym or yoga class, but you just haven't. You know, you need to get those projects done for work, but you just haven't found the motivation. Good thing is, in the next 2 weeks, it is coming in for you. It is still sporadic, so it's not like heavy congregation of leaves. That means I'm not feeling like you're gonna have this full desire, full force to move forward. But you know that you need to better yourself, and it's heavily falling into that faith realm underneath the church. So yeah, the spiritual awakening and bettering yourself is in the back of your mind. You know it's a necessity, and you know you want that drive to come back. You're just going to have to slowly find that motivation again. But there is clarity towards the end of the month correlated to this. There's like barely anything under the bird cage. The week right before the first of the month, you're going to have to take care of something financially or any kind of family affairs, but it's very light, so I don't think it's anything too much to worry about. Maybe just your regular typical bills that you've got to get sorted before the end of the month. Okay, we have every single planetary alignment, but let's see what's heavily congregated the most. A lot of star energy. So I'm feeling like you are in the spotlight. You're going to be showcasing your authentic self to the world in some way, shape, or form, whether that be through your career or your side hustles. I know for me personally, I'm going to be airing this documentary this next week, which is amazing. Not airing it, but filming it. And within the next few months, then it'll be aired. So I'll keep you guys posted. But yeah, I just feel like for the collective, it's the same kind of energy. Like these new beginnings, new projects. You're finally putting yourself out there. You're putting yourself in that limelight. And you're going to reap the rewards from it because it stems into that clover. So it's good luck surrounding all of this new positive energy. Heavily, like the most leaves are on Venus. So that's bringing me back to love. There's a lot of attraction going on at the end of the month. Like heavy at the end of the month. The love has flooded the gates back in. It's here. I love that for us. All right. Saturn. We did have some leaves over Saturn. So some part of you or something physical does need to get lost. Or you will lose something physically. But again, I always say that if you lost it, it's going back to the ether. The universe needed it more than you. And I think that this is connected to emotionally speaking, bringing it back to the cards. So emotionally, you need to let go of that fear. You need to let go of those challenges, any difference of opinions, and anything that you're holding on to from the past that was creating some distrust or any conflicts, because the universe is obviously supporting us here, but it's letting you know that you have to lose those in order to step onto this new path, to make it past those waters to the other side, right? Okay. Not super heavy on Jupiter, but it is slightly scattered there. So there is an important decision that needs to be made at the end of the month. But since it's not super heavy, it's letting me know that intuitively you know the answer already. Like it's not a super heavy decision. Like, yeah, the leaves are there. You know that you have to decide this, whatever it may be, but you know the answer. And it's going to be an easy answer, or an easy question to answer. It's just going to be easy for you. That's the vibe I'm getting. Yeah. And something about bettering yourself and this recent spiritual awakening is guiding you towards making that easy decision. Like, it just knows. You know now. All right, what else do we have? Mercury. It is slightly heavier on Mercury. So you're making a journey. And it correlates to everything in every single one of those cards. We have the person looking forward towards a path, or literally on his steed moving forward, even though there are some challenges that he's faced or she's faced with in front of them, with the waters or the lobsters or the dogs or whatever those things mean and represent for you. Yeah, it's all going to be good. Like, again, you already know the decision you have to make, and this journey is necessary for your growth. And in fact, since it's lighter on this end, I'm feeling like it's going to be a positive journey to take. Okay, what else do we have? Mars. It is slightly heavy. Nah, it's not too heavy. So again, bringing it back to that snake energy, you had some people you can't fully trust here, whether it be at work or in your friend group, maybe even some of your family members. Let their opinions just be opinions. Towards the end of the month, there's a lot of clarity there. So you're feeling it heavier in the middle of the month, and then it clears up. We do have some of those leaves falling directly under into the Mars position, which just tells me that there are some quarrels between those friends or people. But again, nothing super heavy. It's not like a heavy congregation of leaves right there. So I don't think it's going to be any detrimental fights. But you're just recognizing that your frequency is higher than those around you. And to be protective of your energy, but still open and ready to receive all of the things that you are worth and that you worked hard for and that you know that you want and that make you feel good. Because it doesn't matter what those other people think or say or do. Because this is your life, right? Okay. There's social success here. For sure, for sure. It's under the mountain. So that steady progress that you're making is towards the social success. Like, there were enough leaves on that moon to where I had to completely push them to the side to even see which planet it was. So we're getting recognized, people. Who's getting famous? You got more followers here? Well, don't forget I told you so. Like and follow and share with all your people. But yeah, you're getting recognized. Your energy is, whatever you're radiating off you're exuding this confidence, and it's at the end of the month going to show. Like, people are seeing you. And I love that for us. And the sun, heavy congregation on the sun too. So new beginnings, success, happiness, joy, love, like all of the really good things, the warmth that the sun brings to us, right? Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, yep, we have clear skies on every single one of these cards, and heavy sun energy on the Fool card. And the reversal of the Moon card lets me know it's the opposite. So we're heading towards the sun. Yeah, new beginnings. We're going to be happy. We're going to be in love. We're going to be successful with all this awesome, divinely orchestrated energy that's always supporting. I love this. You guys, we're doing it. Okay. I'm just going to pull one. I always say that and then I pull one more. But I'm going to, because I'm already at 50 minutes. I'm just going to pull one angel number since I feel like that was a really solid reading. And I just want one more guidance card to just solidify everything that the universe just told us. Okay, here's the one. 817, passion. I love when it's a really good word with a number. Love this. Follow your interests. I was going to say instincts, but like my instincts always lead you towards your interests, right? You are being called to master a talent you already own. The thing that you do that comes so naturally to you is your gift. These passions are given to you so as to make your life meaningful for yourself and for others. Find the inspiration to pursue your gifts in your daily life. Consider a few ways that you can have fun with your talents today, no matter how small or trivial they may seem. Follow your interests. Passion. 16. 6 plus 1 is a 7. You guys, this is just letting you know. All of those passion projects, your internal intuition that's been telling you, we're fine, we're protected, even though it's going to be hard to emotionally overcome any of those challenges or difference of opinions. Like, you have everything within you. You have already been given your gifts that you need to offer the world. And that's how we're going to reach that success. That's how you're going to have an open heart to be able to accept love and light into your life. All right, guys. I hope that resonated with you and enjoy. Again, my name is Katt, and welcome to Pure Premonitions. Have a good night.